Hey everybody, we're back. We're back with another episode of the gameplay. So we left off at this part of the game where I just had a brain fart and I did not know what the heck I was doing in the last video, so I stopped there. And we are at the part where it says, did the police have a suspect for the bizarre theft of cigarettes and carrots that took place in Commercial Street Market? So someone actually advised me and told me what I have to do. Like I have to kind of just it's kind of decode it and break it down. What's the sentence is saying? So this will be the first one, and searching rabbits. Terrorists that took place in Commercial Street. Is that right?
I think according to Bulling, that Inspector Lestrade's team is looking for a rabbit with a bad cough.
Ah, damned Bulling. One day he'll be in some serious trouble for mocking the police. And now, can you tell me, with regards to the parliamentary scandal, what did the head of the Whig Party respond to the Tories who were treating him as a great incompetent?
With regards to the parliamentary scandal, what did the head of the Whig Party respond to the Tories who treated him as a great incompetent? That would be scandal. Okay. Wait. No, that's right. Bleh. I don't know, guys. Now we choose that one. Are you right?
According to Bulling, the head of the Whigs said, "Vote for me, I will be your best representative."
Good. That'll make for a good paper. There is one last question. According to a government social study, civil servants make the best husbands. Why?
According to a government social studies, civil servants make the best husbands. Why? When they come home from work, they're retired and... No, this one. Is that right?
I believe I can confirm that it is, because civil servants aren't tired
Booyah.
and have already read the paper when they come home from work.
Off
Very true.
the hook.
Good. It seems like Bulling has finally done his work.
As everything is all in order, can you now tell me where the information is that you sent to the agency?
Yes. There is a large brown envelope near the dispatch cabinet. It's in there that we exchange our tips with Bulling.
1,000 thanks. Goodbye, sir.
My salutations to Bulling.
Okay, so now we have just we have to find the blue envelopes. Okay, right here.
There are several documents in this file. Let's see.
Offenses of character, first appearance 1837, social with several suspicious smokings, robberies taking place in London and other parts of England, inscriptions, diabolical appearances, bats, wing, barns, blue flames are coming out of mouth and or eyes, etc. Important at the time of the attack against a young woman, Lacey Scales and Jane Slope, the papers covering okay.
I wonder why Bulling is studying this tale about Spring Hill Jack so meticulously.
Terror of London, the Spring Hill Jack, the Phantom Killer, indeed, it's a white capable budge. Okay. Okay, so guys, what we have to do now is...
What does that mean?
I have no idea. Mr. Charles Moore, I thank you for this testimony of Whitechapel Killer that you followed. Not easy. The authentication. Do not hand over the press without my invitation. Thank you for your collaboration and your discretion. You won't forget this, Inspector. Okay.
Well, A piece of information about the murders transmitted exclusively to the police without informing the press. That has piqued my curiosity. Perhaps I should go to the police station to get more information.
Alright. Tom about the letter given to thanks Inspector. Okay. So now,
What
guys,
does
we're
that
going to go
mean?
to the...
I've inspected everything, but there's no sign of bullying. He must have dashed off to his HQ, the Wasp's Nest. However, before I go to see him, I should find out about this mysterious information. It could help me get something out of the journalist. To the station, then.
Sounds good. So now, guys, we're going to the station. We found out everything we have to know. We have the letter. And we're going to go teleport to the station. Here goes nothing, guys.
Let's go to the police station.
Alright, here we go. Oh, okay.
Come, back again, are we? Come this way, good man. The inspector has a few questions to ask you. Here is the man, Inspector.
Congratulations, Humphreys. So, my lad, one would say that you owe us a bit of an explanation for having left something with us. What is your full name and profession?
Sherlock Holmes, consulting detective.
Well, how about that?
Mr. Holmes, can you explain this get-up, your presence in the neighbourhood despite my instructions, as well as this most opportune restitution of jewels?
Firstly, I should tell you that not being under your command, I never understood what you said as an order, but rather as advice.
Ooh.
I thought I would be wise to follow them to a certain extent. I intended to explain the stolen goods sooner or later.
Sherlock
My
Holmes is
presence
bad,
here
man.
will
He's
allow me to
bad.
fill you in on a few conclusions that...
If it is in regard to the Whitechapel murders, it won't help us much. We have no doubt that we will be revealing the identity of the murderer to the people in the area in a day or two.
I'm impressed, Inspector, and I offer you my sincerest congratulations. Nonetheless, you should investigate a certain doctor.
Listen, Holmes, let us do our work. You've rid us of a great pain in the rear end by finding those jewels for us. It's weeks of work that you've saved us. But I think you're a little underqualified for a case like that of Jack the Ripper.
Oh, really?
Until it's over, I demand that you do not set foot in the area. Is that clear?
I take note of your advice, Inspector. You mentioned Jack the Ripper. Pardon me, but you know the name of the murderer?
Oh, it's from a letter that the Central News Agency sent our way. It was written by the killer. And even if it can't be proven, it must be recognised that the signature is striking. This information is confidential, and I would ask you to keep it to yourself, Holmes.
Can I have a little look? Out of mere curiosity, Inspector. Then I shall disappear.
In that case, I don't see any objection.
Thank you so much.
Holmes is so good. It's not funny, guys. He's like the best. I keep on hearing the police have caught me, but they won't fix the just yet. I have laughed when they looked up. Okay, about living night. Okay, da, da, da. Hope, haha. The next job I do shall clip the lady ears off and send to the police officers just for jolly, wouldn't you? Keep this letter back till I do a bit more work, then give it out tonight. P.S. What's good enough to part this before I go all the red ink off my hands? It's no like it. Okay, haha. So this guy that we're dealing with is a sick pervert. He's very sick in the head.
Me? Not up to discovering who Jack the Ripper is? Well, we'll soon find out, won't we, Inspector Aberline? I now know who wrote the Dear Boss letter signed Jack the Ripper that Aberline gave me, and, above all, I now know why. This Tom Bulling was inspired by this fantastical character to build a myth out of the Whitechapel killer. Perhaps he would be receptive if I shared my discovery about him and prevent him from accusing Squippy. I must find him at once. It will be to try my luck at the pub.
Okay, so let's go to the pub, guys. You guys want to walk there? Dude, the pub is actually not that far from here. So let's just have a looky walk. This guy is knocked out, man. Sleeping real good. Everybody, it's really dark out here, you know? It's like, hey, look at Watson. Is that Watson? Hey, man. I haven't seen you in a while. What are you doing?
Ah, Holmes, I got your message, and here I am.
Hey, Watson.
Let's hurry, Holmes. This neighborhood makes me ill at ease.
Ill at ease. He's always saying that.
Perfect, Watson. That oaf Bluto is looking for us with evil intentions, and he may be hiding here. I will try to get more information inside. You, Watson, will be our lookout, and at the slightest suspicious sound, do not hesitate to call the constable on his rounds.
Alright, here we go. Uh-oh. Okay, so we are going to talk to...
Good evening, Mr. Bullock.
We know each
There
other?
he is.
No, however, I have some information that may be of interest to you.
Talk, my friend. A pint for you if what you say is worth something. Does it have to do with the Whitechapel murders?
Indeed, I know the identity of the man who wrote a letter to the police, a letter entitled Dear Boss, in which the author claims to be the Whitechapel murderer and is signed Jack the Ripper.
What?
It's a journalist who was inspired by Spring-Heeled Jack in order to strengthen the credibility and the seriousness of his agency. This new Jack will give him some first-hand information that he, in turn, will dole out sparingly to the authorities, as well as some carefully distilled indiscretions that the big papers will come to beg of him. He plays both sides off against one another and becomes the chief orchestrator of the rumour. He wrote this letter in this very spot, and he has red ink on his fingers. Like you.
What exactly are you after, my friend?
Ooh, red ink.
You've been threatening a certain Squibby to distribute a telegram naming him as a possible suspect in these murders in revenge for an old feud. I would suggest you don't write this note, and that you leave Squibby alone.
I'd forgotten about the existence of that rapscallion. I threw that at him when I was visiting the station to get the dope. You should have seen his face.
Scallion.
You must also stop sending these letters that waste the authorities' precious time.
Right, well, I don't even know what you're talking about. I have a great relationship with the Bobbies. Just ask around. I don't have to answer to nobody. Now leave me alone.
The Bobbies.
Farewell, sir.
Good riddance.
Leave me alone. Good riddance. Alright, let's...
Yes, sir?
Do we talk to this guy here, or no?
Hey,
or...
you wouldn't be the gas man that Bluto's looking
It's
for.
not.
Don't know him. No, if Bluto sees me, it could prove to be quite dangerous.
Just checking to see.
Let's hurry to the police station, Watson. We are close to our goal. Squibby will be able to reveal what he knows about Tumblety. Squibby, so that's it. You're a free man again. We were just coming to the station to find you.
Yeah, the Bobbies agreed to let me go, and I came to see Bluto before ferreting you out. So, you've seen the newspaper man?
Yes, he is in the pub and everything is taken care of, but I'm waiting to hear what you have to say about Dr. Tumblety.
Okay, but we have to be quick. One night, I goes to see Bluto in his hideout that ain't far from the boarding house where this Tumblety bloke has a room. I see him coming in too. He must have been on one real binge. To the point, the Tumblety fella was there, and he smiles at me, all nice like. He tells me he's a great Yankee doctor, but my business interests him. I'm interested, I tell him, but I'm not the
Yankee.
type to just jump right in without getting to know a person, see? He invites me around to his room to talk business, just him and me. We empty a bottle or two, and all of a sudden, like, he wants to show me what he's got in this big trunk that he always carts around places. I just about vomited, see? In these jars, just like pickles, you know, there were pieces of meat. And he whispers that it's the lady bits of some old dames. He called them peckymins. I call them love killers, I would. Yuck! After that, he starts to go on about rich folk. They ain't nothing but dogs, and I won't tell you the worst of it. Then he comes all close to me and puts his sweaty hand on my leg. He was one of them types. Not me. I don't wait a second before I give him a good thrashing, and I start running and let go of him, and he still wants to see me again just to talk business. But then I had to do time, so business.
Do you know where he can be found?
Why, ain't he in his digs? Maybe he got to liking life behind bars too. I heard that in some jobs there's a way to.
Thank you for your information, and we'll meet again, my friend. Here is the sum I promised to get you out of London.
Ciao, fella. I've just got a little score to settle with Bluto, and I'm heading for the country.
I hope you get there, buddy. What's going on? What?
Lipsky!
Run, man! Run, dude! Run! Oh!
My dear Watson, we must strike while the iron is hot. We have avoided meeting Dr. Tumbleton until now. The time has come to do so.
Do you have an opinion, Holmes?
We must assure ourselves that the factor collector of female organs and a murderer who removes said organs are resident in the same area at the same time is nothing more than coincidence.
I thought that you wouldn't bring me back your keys.
Right, so, let's talk to him.
It's you, Mr. Holmes. Good evening, Dr. Watson.
Yes, it is.
Indeed, it is I
It's
again.
I.
One of your tenants left without returning his keys?
Yes, it's Dr.
he's
Tumbleton
changed his
whom we
clothes
spoke
again.
about. Shortly after your last visit here, some constables came and asked me a few questions regarding him. Barely had they left than the doctor came barreling around a street corner and rushed up into his room upstairs. A little while afterwards, while I was tidying, I heard a thud in his room and a rush down the stairs. He left with most of his bags, but without returning his keys. You can go up and see if you wish. The door is still open.
Interesting. Oh, thanks. All right, well let's go to work. Where is it at now? Is it that? So it's not this room. So it's gotta be this room here. All right.
Careful, Watson. Do not walk around here until I've inspected these marks.
I know, Holmes, I know.
I understand
your
your
methods.
I understand your.
Ah, you have your rule and magnifying glass. I thought that you had forgotten them, Holmes.
I never forget the essentials, my dear Watson.
My dear Watson. All right.
Size 13.
Size 13.
Right foot, light trails. The man was running. Right foot, light trails. The man was running. Right foot,
All right,
light
I got
trails.
it. Thanks. All right, so we got that. Let's do this thing, Watson. Have my back, man.
I'm missing some information.
Missing some information.
Ah, you have your rule and magnifying glass. I thought that you had forgotten them, Holmes.
I never forget the essentials, my dear Watson.
Maybe we have to measure it from. Okay, so it's in a magnifying glass then.
Right foot, right foot, light trails. Right foot, light trail. Right foot, light. Right foot, light trails. The man was running. Watson.
Maybe we have to look somewhere over here.
This isn't water. Going by its sticky texture and odor, I'd say we're dealing with formalin. These are the footprints of a tall man who had recently stepped in formalin and who left this room in a hurry.
Well, can I walk on it and enter the room now, Holmes?
Okay, I think we got enough information, so we just need to get the water. Hey! You know what? I'm just gonna go with this. This box looks
Going
interesting.
by its size, this enormous trunk must be a wardrobe. These brackets are rather unusual. What do you think, Watson?
Let's see, Holmes. These are the names of the battles from the American Civil War.
I'm sure it is.
Let's see. 5 latches, each fitted with a 6-number combination system.
Is that right? What do we do? Okay. So guys, I don't know what this is, so let me just take a moment and write this stuff down on the paper, and then we'll start it. Okay. Because okay guys, so I think this is the wrong assessment. So it looks like it's either going to be a
Elementary.
Jesus Christ. There it is. Elementary. Alright, let's look inside of here.
This is dreadful, Holmes. This trunk contains 4 jars in which organs are floating.
Watson, can you tell me at a glance what these organs are?
I would say that they are parts of female reproductive organs.
Are these specimens fresh?
No, and I am quite certain of it. From the colour and appearance, I'd say these organs have been in these jars for several months, if not years.
Years, wow. Alright, looks like we've gotten everything.
These footprints are the same as those found in front of the door.
Anything else out here?
There are a few pieces of a large glass jar in this puddle. The man who left the footprints on the ground must have walked in it while fleeing. These footsteps must be those of Squibby. He must have hit Tumblety, who dropped one of his jars.
And he ran out. Elementary, Holmes.
Perfect, Watson.
Elementary Holmes. Elementary Holmes. Alright,
If this letter is addressed to him, it would appear our doctor is a veteran of the American Civil War. This Dr. Tumblety seems to be attracted to men more than women, that much is clear. So, the doctor has a handgun, and he would use it to restrain young men, perhaps. Let's go to Baker Street.
Looks like our
Is
doctor...
there someone here?
Yes.
What's going on, Finley? You seem to be in a panic.
The 2 police officers wanted to know if someone suspicious had entered here. The Whitechapel killer has struck again, and if I understood correctly, he killed 2 women in the past few hours.
Where?
I don't know. The police didn't tell me anything.
Quick, Holmes. We must catch up with them.
Certainly not, Watson. Mr. Finley, do you know if the doctor had any other pieces of luggage up there apart from this trunk?
1 or 2, I think.
Do you take care of the doctor's laundry?
My wife does laundry for the tenants once a week. The sheets likewise.
Would you be kind enough to let us know as soon as possible if the doctor shows up again?
Certainly. I'm just worried that he won't be back, you see, and I'm annoyed about my keys.
Holmes, I don't follow. The Whitechapel killer is, at this very moment, very close by, and we are just staying put, twiddling our thumbs.
The Whitechapel killer has always been nearby, and what will we do? Go back to the scene of the crime or crimes and mix with the onlookers and trample the crime scenes even more? No, our time will come. Let's return to Baker Street.
Let's go back to Baker Street. Home, sweet home.
Well, Baker Street, here we come.
We were less than
Holmes.
200 feet away from the first
Slow
victim
down.
a few
Hi.
minutes before she was murdered. We might even have heard the murderer's voice. And we haven't done a thing for the past week.
You're the one not doing anything, Watson. For my part, I have been working. And, as you know, I've made good use of this week by tracking down and verifying all of the solid facts on these 2 murders to write up the notes that are on my desk, read them over again and try to gain a bit of perspective.
That's funny. Read them over again. Alright, let's see here.
I have read and reread them. But give me something to do then. A task where I can get stuck in, because
Find me a slaughterhouse that will give us exclusive use of its block for an hour. And find me, in your opinion, which common animal shares the most characteristics with humans from a physiological point of view?
Pig?
I don't even know why I asked that question. Pray, find a dozen fresh pig's heads, Watson. Not big heads, I prefer small ones.
Sows?
That's it, Watson. As soon as you have done that, let me know. I request that you search in Whitechapel. Who knows, perhaps you will learn something about where Dr. Tumblety may be hiding. There is also no shortage of slaughterhouses and pig's heads in those parts.
Having you a good smoke, man? Alright, he's just relaxing. Alright, well, looks like we have to go to Whitechapel. Okay. Are we already... Okay, map. Okay. Whitechapel. Let's go to the clinic, I guess? I don't know. I guess. I don't freaking know. Let's see.
What a ridiculous idea to have asked Holmes for something to do. Where on earth am I going to find what he wants? Perhaps that kind Lucy will be able to help me.
Lucy? Who is Lucy? Yeah,
Let's go to Miss Bella's.
Okay, we're gonna go to Miss Bella's now. He said Lucy, so...
I must go to Miss Bella's.
Alright, we're going to Miss Bella's. Hey, there
Good
they are.
evening, Lucy. But is something wrong?
Good evening, Dr. Watson. Yes, it's my uncle. He's no longer with us.
Please accept my condolences, miss.
Thank you, Doctor. But why are you here? Can I help you?
Yes, the butcher.
My request may sound rather strange, but do you know if there is a butcher's or slaughterhouse in the area where pigs are killed?
Yes, Fletcher's the man. He was a regular client, owner of a little butcher's shop not far. But Miss Bella didn't want him to come, as long as he didn't treat his awful sickness.
Can you point to his shop on my map?
Certainly.
Do you know anything about the two latest murders?
Oh, goodness me, no. All the girls in the neighbourhood are terrified.
I
Who will
bet.
be next? That's what everyone is asking.
Hope not you, Lucy.
Goodbye, Lucy.
Until next time, perhaps, Doctor.
Aw, perhaps. She never said perhaps before. Okay, well, looks like we're going to, the,
There's
Butcher
Fletcher's
shop.
butcher shop.
Okay, let's go inside and...
Closed due to illness. If the proprietor is ill, the butcher's block is probably not being used. Perhaps I can use it. Now, where could a sick butcher have got to?
The clinic. The clinic, I'm guessing.
Yes, if Fletcher is ill, he should be here.
Just a thought. Hey.
Good evening, Dr. Watson.
Good evening, Dr. Gibbons. I have come to see you because I was wondering if, by any chance, you happen to have a patient by the name of Fletcher, a butcher who would have relinquished his shop due to illness. An illness caught during nocturnal encounters, if you catch my drift.
Fletcher is one of the regulars at the clinic. Mercury treatment against syphilis.
Ooh.
A night with Venus, a lifetime with Mercury.
Mercury.
He left London a fortnight ago for the fresh country air. Why is he of interest to you?
Oh, no reason. I'm more interested in using his keys with family in the area.
He has none left, but he must have left Hardiman, the cat's meat seller, to oversee his shop. They're in business, they're good friends.
Do you know where he can be found?
No, but wander around the neighbourhood and listen for his beep beeps. He often passes in front of the clinic. Besides...
Okay, well... Looks like we're just gonna wander around the town and find this beep beep fella. Hey, look who that is.
It's me that you're looking for, sweetheart.
Actually, no. I am
actually,
looking for the
no.
cat food seller, Hardiman.
Hardiman? Poor Hardiman? It isn't quitting time for him yet. That gives me some time to wander the streets before he shows up, and with him all the cats hereabouts.
Do you know where he lives?
Sure, and for a copper I might even tell you.
Here are a few coins.
You're too kind, Governor. Well, these days I knows that he lives with his mammy on Hanbury Street, in the same place where Dark Annie bled to death.
Why did you call him poor Hardiman?
Bah, he's in grieving, of course. Just a few weeks ago he lost his wife, and 3 months before that his girl, poor fella. He was in tatters, even came to cry on my shoulder, believe it or not.
Man.
Well, I must leave you. I must go to Hanbury Street.
Okay. Hansberry Street. Hansberry Street. Alright.
This is the building in which poor Annie Chapman was killed.
There he is.
Beep, beep.
He's like everywhere. Got his shop standing up.
Beep, beep.
Hey, buddy.
Hello, are you Mr. Hardiman?
That's me.
I am Dr. Watson. I have come to see you about Fletcher's shop. I would like to use
Just
it
an
for an
hour
hour
or
or
two.
two. If you have the keys
fact,
and your
basically
rates are
take
reasonable.
everything out of it.
Want to operate on someone in the butcher's?
Not at all. One of my friends needs it to prepare pig's heads.
Well, why not? Fletcher certainly wouldn't mind, but there's a problem.
What's the problem?
A problem? How so?
This morning, the neighbour above broke his key in the door. The old boy must have already had a drink.
So?
Well, I tried my best to unjam it with Fletcher's spare key, which is pretty thin, and bam, that one broke too.
Hard luck. But if you have the end of the broken key, perhaps it can be fixed.
It must still be upstairs. I didn't pick it up. Fletcher has a key too, so I didn't think it was a problem. Fancy, if I just had another key with a simpler blade, I could copy it. I'm great at odd jobs.
Fine,
so we're
I will
gonna-
try to find all of that. Well, see you later then.
Goodbye, sir.
Go upstairs? This way? Okay, not... Yep. I guess I didn't find nothing. Alright, well, that's all, guys. We're gonna stop right here because I don't know until we'll pick it up on the next time. And until next time, guys. Deuces. Peace.